All right, so I had a little conversation. He's been on my website a couple times and he's opted in and wanted to check out our adult programs. And sometimes people just don't know what they're looking for or what they're talking about. And sometimes you have to educate them. So this gentleman, I think he's looking something that he responded to my kickboxing program and he says it's just kickboxing, and I said, well, that's the fitness program you went into. I have the adult program, which is kickboxing with personal protection, stick knife fighting. So it's really just like a combat thing. I mean, there are some belts related to karate because we got to have some kind of structure, but he's the kind of, well, I want to box, I want to grapple, I don't want to kick, so can I do the kickboxing without kicking? He wants to like pick and choose. I don't think he understands how it works. So I explained to him if he's looking more for Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, and he says he can't find anything in this town, and there's 2 Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu schools in town, and I'm asking him, why didn't you try them out? Or if you did, what made you not want to go there? He couldn't really give me a clear answer. He said, well, they have no website, and he hears there's a lot of high-level guys at this one facility. And I said, yes, that one I know doesn't have a website. And yes, I mean, they could have high-level guys, I don't know. But then I asked him about the second one, which is inside of a mall. And he says, well, they don't have a website either, and it looks like intermediate to advanced, and they don't focus on beginner. Well, it's total nonsense because I said, they do have a website. And I said, let me explain something. Like any martial art, whatever you study, you're going to start at the bottom, and you might think what's in there are advanced or intermediate, and that could be, but they all started somewhere. Now, I'm not knocking Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. I've practiced Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, and I told him I do what I need to do for ground survival, but I'm not a Jiu-Jitsu school, so I try to point him there, but he's like, doesn't understand that Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu is different than other martial arts. They start right out the gate sometimes. I mean, you're going to learn your trap and roll, probably your Americana, armbar from the mouth. It's kind of your first techniques. I said, you have to understand, it's a very pressure-oriented style, and you want to learn it. You're going to start off on the bottom. You're going to roll with guys who just are going to put you in arm bars, and then you're going to get better, and then eventually you're going to move on to the intermediate level. But there's a reason why Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu has a very high turnover at white belt, usually in the first month, and a very high turnover after blue, because it takes about a year and a half or so, depending on the person, to get to blue. And he says, well, yeah, it's very frustrating. I just can't find a place to learn to grapple and all that. And I'm like, I just told you how to do it. You got it. It's the same thing. No matter what style they want to learn, people like that will never give it a try because they want it done their way. They want to do it a certain way, and they don't understand, well, I'm not advanced enough to go with those guys, but they started somewhere too. Can't help everybody.